Alright guys, so time for the 30, 60, 90 video. You can see this picture looks a touch different than the one on the beginning of the slide. It's the same stuff, it's just presented a little different. So you can see if we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle and we have one leg that's x, we have another leg that would be x times root 3, and then we have the hypotenuse would be 2x. So the hypotenuse gets a little easier, leg gets a little tougher. Now if we would try this with Pythagorean theorem, we could see, hopefully, that it works out. So this would be this would be x squared, right? I kind of distribute that squared, so this would be x squared times 3, which would really just be 3x squared because the square root of 3 squared is just 3. And then this would be, again, kind of distribute, get 4x squared. So x squared plus 3x squared is 4x squared, which equals 4x squared. So life is good. So that just kind of helps you see that it works, I guess. So if I go down here, okay, for the first problem, I'm given a leg. Now notice here, the leg that I'm given is across from the 60-degree angle. So if I go, and I am apparently terrible at this, if I go back up here, notice the one that was across from the 60-degree angle is the x root 3. So if I go back down here, this is almost like x. Oh my gosh, this is almost like our x root 3. Okay, that's labeled x, which is good. And then the hypotenuse would be my 2x, basically. Okay, so what I have here is basically 12. I know has to equal the x root 3. So if I divide by root 3 on both sides, what I'm trying to do is just get x by itself. I get x equals 12 divided by root 3. Now, you're going to learn later on, and I think I mentioned this in the last video, we don't like square roots in the bottom. Okay, so we have to multiply by root 3 over root 3. Okay, which is just 1, so life is good. So what happens is I get 12 root 3 over square root of 3 times square root of 3, remember, is just 3. So if I simplify that, basically x equals 4 root 3. Okay, so then this side is 4 root 3. Now remember, down here for the hypotenuse, it's just 2 times x, which in our case is 4 root 3. So y then would just be 8 root 3. We just multiply the number in front by 2. So if I go down to try another problem, okay, remember, it gives us our 60-degree angle. So the one across from that is the x root 3. This is like our x, and this is like our 2x. So if 2x equals 24, that means x equals 12, which in this case is basically our k. Pretty cool color, isn't it? No, this one's actually easier because now if I look, x I already know is 12, so j is just 12 root 3. So you hopefully can see how that's simpler than going through Pythagorean theorem, going through trig problems. It's more exact. Remember, square roots, most of them are not exact. There are some perfect square roots. And you'll be using this a lot in trig, and this is what Mr. Knoll especially said is good information for you. So I hope you enjoyed. Doodles.